Gainer again. I'm going to be making my bendy card today. I did use the Petal Passion Designer Series paper and the Petal palette, but I've made a little boo-boo here because when my card lays flat, they are flat against the bottom. For some reason, I got my mark wrong. I didn't cut all the way down, so this one doesn't close at the very, it doesn't lie across like this one at the bottom. So I've left it in. I could have easily just marked it further down, but I want to show you how to do it properly. So I'm going to fetch in my pieces. We've got the lovely basic black and the Petal Passion Designer Series paper. You need 2 of these, 4.5 by 5.5. And what you do is, on the short side, you cut one down at 2 inches, leaving you a 2-inch piece and a 2.5-inch piece, which are these here. And I've gone ahead already and I've scored at 3/8 of an inch on one side and 1/2 an inch on the other. So you fold your 1/2 inch and you fold your 1/2 inch. This one, you measure 1 inch gap, find your centre, go out and in 1/2 an inch either side and trim like a tab. I'm going to show you how to do that on this piece now. I did make a boo-boo on my line, which you won't see because my Designer Series paper is going down there. But grab your ruler. This is 2 inches. So I know the centre is 1 inch. So I want to go about, there's the centre. I'm going to go 1/2 inch either side. So that's there and that's there. So now you've got your mark, mitre up and mitre that way, and then remove your tabs. So you're left with a little, but don't bend it because this is where it's going to get slot into your card. You can bend later. You don't have to do it right this minute. I'm using the Petal Passion Designer Series paper and I'm using this one for the back. I want it different from the front. So I'm using this design. With this one piece then is 2.25 by 4.5. That will fit in that gap there beautifully. So that's our Designer Series paper. And this one is 1 7/8. I should cut that a little bit. Mind you, this is the front piece. And I want that just to have a really small border. So that's 1 7/8 by 4.5. With your ones that are bent over, we're going to add our tear and tape. So if you want to do that with me, press pause, hurry up, and I'll be waiting for you after you press unpause. I got a jokey head up. Hubby went out and bought a hot tub yesterday for us, and it was on. Well, it's a lazy spa, but a big one. And get 7 people in. Because I got a wide berth. I'm not saying no more than that. So we're going to get some sticking of our paper down. And then we can do some cutting and decorating. Well, you can use any Designer Series paper you want for this. I just wanted to use up some of my stuff that's going to be retiring in less than a week. A week today it's going to be, well, no, actually when you see this, it will have about 4 days before it's retiring. So let's get it used on gorgeous projects like this. So I'm going to attach to my small ones as well. And don't get rid of your your ruler and your pencil yet, because we're going to be using that too. So making sure your sticky strip is on this side. Attach your... And that's what you can do as well. You can manipulate the bend while you've just done that as well. So it curves naturally for you. So keeping that there. I don't know how well my dark pieces are going to sit against this, but we're going to give it a go. So my Designer Series paper. Got a little bit more of a gap on this one, But again, it's going to be hidden. Manipulate this as well. And do you know what I think I've just done there? I have. I have to get that off quick. Oh, I can't. I've done it upside down. Look. I'm having a disastrous day today, people. I swear to you. I am losing it. This is too small. Oh, wow. Let me have a look through my bits here. I haven't got any going the same way. I tell you what, I'm going to cut this piece down. We're going to have 3 different pieces of card stuck on this one. So, this one, doesn't matter if I layer over it as well. This one is 1 7/8 by 4.5. And it doesn't matter which way that goes. Oh, my silly sausage. I'm tired today, people. I do apologise. So, you know what? As long as you stick this down now, no one's going to know there's another piece of designer series paper underneath. This goes here. Look, see my blades? The ends of my paper are fraying, and I've had 4 new packets in the past 2 weeks. I order 2 every time I place an order, and I've changed 3 of them already. No, not 3 blades, 3 packets, so that's 6 in the past 2 weeks. I think I may have hit a bad patch again. I normally do find that with Stampin' Up blades. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the paper, because there certainly isn't. But I do get the odd bad batch now and then. So, but they're great. If you email them and tell them your order number, they do rectify this. They are a very, very fantastic company for doing that. So you're going to peel off your backing tape, get it level, so it's right the way along the edge there, and then you're going to stick that down. So it's perfect, nicely lined up. And again, you're going to do the same with this one. Do you know, I've had a Bendi card measurements on my desk for the past 2 years, and this is the first time I've ever gotten around to doing it. So line that up again, very close, making sure it's level, top and bottom, and then bend round. So our card, it's already got the bend in. So now you're going to need your pencil again and your ruler. And what we're going to do, we're going to mark up. Oh, I can't see with that light. We're going to mark up from the end of the card, not the end of the designer series paper, 4 inches, which is there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bend this to here, to our 4-inch mark, keeping sure it's along that edge. See it right there, butt it up close. And then what we're going to do is going to mark each corner there and there. And then we're going to cut between there and there. So I'm going to get my metal ruler for this. Whoops. And I can see my marks there and there. And I'm going to get my craft knife. And I do need, let me just grab, I keep card on me. I know it's a little bit large, oops, but I don't want to cut through. So, I need to protect my grid paper from underneath. So, from that mark to that mark, I'm going to cut from there all the way down to this piece. It doesn't look straight, does it? So check, yes, it's gone through. and it's gone through. And I know now my flap fits in there perfectly, and it's down level at the bottom. Yay! So remove that. With our ruler again, we're going to come in right from the end again, and we're going to measure at 2 inches. And what we're going to do then, we're going to lay this piece down, bending it back, making sure it's level with this end, and we're going to mark this side and this side. While we're here now, we can remove our pencil marks. I don't know what that is. So we need to open this card up, and we're going to cut between those marks, which should be about 1 inch. Yes, we're going through just to check. There we go. So let's sample our card. Oops. That is level then with the edge. Perfect. And then we're going to measure this, and we're going to is that a little bit tight. I think it needs to come down just a little touch. That was the nick. I felt it then. And that's got to go in that end. Let me just open that so I can grip that. No, I think it still needs a touch more, so I'm going to be really careful. Just doing a dry run. See, that's better. That is perfectly on the bottom as well. And there we have it. It sits perfect. There is our Bendi card. So I'm going to grab my rubber and get rid of those pencil lines again. And just rub those out as best you can. Remove my card now. I always keep all the cards off my designer series paper and the thicker card, because if you're ever making traveller books, or that's perfect, albums and stuff, you've always got card there, and you don't have to go and pay for it, because I know some people do pay for card. That is perfect. That is sitting there lovely. Absolutely wonderful. Yay! So I'm going to fetch my bits in. I forgot that beautiful bird. Look at these gorgeous leaves. I've cut 2 of those. And I was going to put them... Well, they still go, won't they? Yes, I'm going to decorate those in each corner. So I'm going to have that one that way. I'm going to turn this one over so we have this one this way. Perfection. So in with the glue. I'm just going to dab. I don't want a lot. And we're going to decorate these with some rhinestones in the centre. I think that black on black looks really cute. And I've got my gems here. I'm just going to add one in the centre of that flower. Perfect. Oh, it's so cute. So cute, so cute, so cute. I bet you've all made bendy cards way before me. I just thought I'd give it a go, just in case you haven't. So I'm just dotting. I don't want to overpower this card with too much too much glue. Perfect. And I'm adding my gems as I'm going along, so that I know the flowers are sticking out beautifully. So what I did on this end, I attached this beautiful, and it doesn't matter if you want to come up a little bit high, it will bend. Just don't glue if you're going to hang off the edge. And there's parts on the back of these petals where you've got space to add a bit of glue. Just dabbing. Perfect. So I'm leaving this little bit hanging up here, and I'm going to wrap this around my card, she says, hoping it sticks. That is just gorgeous. And I'm going to add, don't you come up now, you stay over there. I'm going to add these gorgeous rhinestones to the centres. Just perfect. There's so many different cutouts you can use on this card if you're using the Petal palette. Don't glue these because you don't want it sticking to the back of your card. Isn't that gorgeous? And we're going to add this gorgeous, 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 gorgeous branch up here. And again, do not add glue where you're leaving it sticking up. I'm going to add glue just to this bottom half, and I'm going to leave that standing up. So I'm just going to spread that. Oh, if anyone is interested, I might be selling my colour caddy carousel from Stampin' Up. If you're interested, I don't mind paying the postage and packing. I could think Hermes would get it to you if you're in the UK. Only UK, I'm afraid. Sorry, Hermes only deliver in the UK, and it works at about £3.99 for delivery. And I want £30 for the carousel. It's only thing it just needs dusting. I did it last week when we swapped the desks over, but I obviously needs it again. So, oh, and look at that, the way I've left those branches sticking up, just beautiful. So I do need to wait for those to adhere down slightly. I can show my bendy. You can always add a little ticket inside your card to just tell them how to bend their card up. And if you want, you can add a strip of Whisper White up here, just so you can write your message. Absolutely beautiful. Where's my little birdie? There he is. I'm going to pop him on a dimensional. Haven't finished yet. Okay, maybe two. Hubby's getting a bit loud on his game. And I'm just going to sit him right here on this beautiful branch. See, he's just... Oh, they'll have to come down. No, he's fine. His little glue bit is not. Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely. I'm going to see what gem looks like on his little eye. I did put one on the other one as well. I don't want it to be too big. Oh, that is so cute. Look, I did the same with this one. Either side. And this beautiful branch. But this one's been on my desk now. This one is sticking up a little bit more. It's just to give it some definition. Just think it's beautiful. So now with our sentiment. I have this on blocks, and it says, life is so much better with you in it. I chose these two colours because they were the colours I used on this card, but I do like them together. And this is our Blackberry Bliss, which I used on the fancy writing here. And I always like to stroke across, because I think you get more ink on it that way. And it gives you a little bit more time before you have to huff. So along these now with the red. Making sure it's nicely inked up. And we're going to get this in the centre of our card. Oh my gosh, fingers crossed. And I shouldn't rub afterwards like I did on the other one. I rubbed it straight after. And I'm huffing, and I'm sorry if you can see my head. Oh wow, look at that. That is beautiful. A tiny, tiny little mistake there. But you've got a little fine tip pen on this end. And you're just going to follow it through. The red takes a little bit longer to dry, I find. And oh my gosh, somebody made a suggestion. I think it was Taylor, said to use my little bin to keep my cloths in. And there was no sound then, if you noticed. No sound at all. With that plastic container out, it's gone. It's history. And because this little tub is airtight, there goes my cloths. And then you didn't even hear it close hardly. That is amazing. And now I've cleaned my stamp. I can still see in the light that there is a bit of damp on the red ink. So I am going to just blow that. And I was gifted these beautiful, beautiful brads, which I'm going to use. I'm going to pop them open, and I'm going to use two again. Aren't they just beautiful? Just beautiful. And I'm just looking, yeah, there's still a shine on it. I do find, and other people have said the same, that the red tends to stay wet quite a lot. So just going to ink. I'm going to glue these two pieces together. Fingers crossed I don't smudge this. And I love the fact that I've got a little bit more of the black showing. And I'm going to fetch in my piercing, my thick foam sponge, my piercing mat. Grab my little ruler. And this is 2 3/4. So I think I'm going to go 1/2 inch in on either side, making sure I've got that running through the centre. So get my pencil. I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to go 1/2 inch, which is there. And there. Does that look pretty even now? Oh, one's a bit higher than the other. Oh, trust me. I'm going to come down just a little bit. You won't see it beyond that brad now, I'm telling you. So get my poker tool. Oh my gosh, is it straight? It looks okay to me. Now I'm going to have to position my card as well. I'm going to come along this edge Oh, I sound like I've got a cold coming. And I'm going to make sure that's even and straight. Looks okay to me. Let me just check. Yep. And I'm going to pierce through there and through there. So I'm going to carefully pick this up. My brad. Whoops, I dropped it. I'm going to push that through my card. Now I'm hoping this one's still lined up. Looks good. Yay! And there it is through the back. So I'm going to just check before I start closing them up. That looks pretty good to me, actually. So I've killed two birds with one stone there. I want to keep them lengthways because I am going to add a little piece of cardstock on the back. And that's so pretty. Look at my little birdie. And if you want to grab a pen and do a bit of colouring, that's entirely up to you. I did do that on this before I started putting the rest of it together. I'm going to pop my pencil away. And yeah, I think that life is so much better with you in it. There's a tingy little smudge there I can see. And I'm going to just check the back and the distance I want now, because I don't want to come too far down that slit. And that is, I'm going to do 2 inches. I think that's just going to be perfect by 5 1/4. So I'm going to grab, see if I've got any cardstock here. I certainly do. And we're going to cut. I tell you what I'm going to do. Where's my poker tool? My track looks a bit mucky as well. Definitely going to have to sort out my trimmer. It is absolutely stinking. My grandson, God bless his soul, tries to grab it every time he comes. Yeah, it's all frayed. I'm afraid it's all frayed. And I've only just changed the blade yesterday. Oh my gosh, I'm just having no luck with these blades today. And these are, I'm going to put this at 5 1/4 because my card is 5 1/2. Look at that. Shouldn't have to be buffering your card down. There we go. I'm going to pop this on the back just to hide those beautiful, those brads as well. Perfect size, and it's not hindering on my slits at the back. And then you can write your personal message on there to whoever you send your wonderful card to. Could add some decoration on here. I'm going to do this from the bottom. There we go. That looks good to me. There we have it. There is my Bendi card. My first ever Bendi card. Live on a video. So they are pushed down. You could, like I'm saying, you can always send to the recipient a little instruction inside telling them to slide them in. And this one will fold flat for an envelope as well. So there's that one. This is the one I did the other day, but it doesn't close. But I just need to adjust this at the bottom, because when this is lying flat, it does lie flat. So I need to continue my slit down a little bit more. But there we have it. My Bendi cards. What do you reckon? Would you give them a go yourselves? Oh, I think they're so cute. Absolutely adorable. With colour and without. So, look, I even coloured the bird in. I'm going to leave this one plain. But I hope you enjoy. I hope you give it a go. I hope you give me a thumbs up. That would be brilliant. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do. That way you will be notified. And don't forget the bell. You've got to press the bell. Otherwise, you'll be subscribed, but you won't know what I'm doing. And if you want to watch what I'm doing, then please press the little bell straight after. You'll be notified every day then, because I do a card every day. And that way you'll get to see it and you'll be able to join along, press pause while you catch up. It's entirely up to you, but please do come along and have some fun with us. We do this on a daily basis. I just ask the girls. Right, you take care. Love you all. I'll see you soon. Bye.